Hi, Liz Masson here with Liz Masson Designs, and I'm sanding down these beautiful cut logs. So when a tree comes down and you see them on the side of the road, see if you can grab one. Ask permission to take one, or if you have them come down on your property. These cost a lot of money in the store, and you can use them as side tables or as a footrest, and they're just beautiful. So what I do is I start with here's a rough side here, and you can make it whatever you want. If there's branches coming out, leave part of it, cut it off, so you get that detail in the wood. So I take off the bark. You can see here I've started some sanding, and I use a really powerful sander. I'm using this with a really rough grit on it. You can use, it's actually a metal grinder with a really rough sandpaper on it. I'm going to go around and do the outsides, and then at the end I do the top. When you do the top, take off the smoothness, but when you're using something as powerful as this, it'll turn black because it's just on a flat surface. What I do is get the roughness off. Don't worry about the black. You're going to go over that later with a sander that's not as powerful, less grit, and that will bring up the wood again. I like to leave mine natural. Once I finish sanding, I'll go over it with a thinner sandpaper to get the saw circular marks off. Then I'm going to spray it 2 or 3 times with a wood mite spray. You got to get those wood mites out before they come into your house, and this log has to dry out in a dry place like your garage for probably 4 to 6 months. It'll start to naturally crack. This is not going to be kiln dried, so what you'll start to see is cracks coming from the top here, bigger splits down the side. This one has just started to crack from the winter. I've had it indoors maybe for 2 months. Once I get it sanded, I'll leave it in my garage, spray it a few times, and that'll be it. Inside it comes, you can put some small feet on it to protect the floor and make it easier to move around if you like. But these are just beautiful, and you'll pay $300–400 for these in the store. And I like that every one of my logs is different. So that can be very personal. I'm going to flip this over because I'm doing it on its side here. So you can see if you come in close here, you can see these worm marks. So I choose to take these worm lines out, and the sander does that very quickly. This will all come off when the sanding starts. Just watch your eyes. Always wear your protective eyewear when you're doing this, and I always wear long pants because a lot of stuff will fly up at your legs. So I'll start sanding here, and that's about it. Leave some detail on the wood. That's what makes each log beautiful and different. Here I go.